morning, afternoon, or evening, dear yogis here at our Echo Yoga. I am so excited to be here with you, and again, from my little humble abode here in Guatemala. I am inspired lately, especially with the work that I'm doing here in Guatemala and the offerings that I'm offering, and always like work around the shadow and how to move with that and how to feel, and these practices, I think maybe sometimes people would like to tune in and just get into the physical and just stretch and to strengthen. But I want to offer a different perspective, that this isn't just we're getting our core strong or that we are learning to have proper anatomy. It's about becoming a holistic system, because as a human being, there are thousands of processes occurring simultaneously within us in the way that we breathe, the way that we digest, the way that our heart pumps blood, the way that we communicate, the way that sound moves through us. We are these complex creatures that have been gifted this organic home without a real understanding of how it works, and even more so without an understanding of how it feels, because of the external world that we live in, wanting us to kind of all objectively take the same stance. And so my invitation to you in all of these practices is to let it be more. Let your practice be a prayer. Let it be reverent. Let it be powerful. Yes, maybe you get a strong core and you get a tight butt and your hamstrings are long for the first time in your life, to the point you have so much spaciousness that you could touch your toes. That's beautiful as a side effect. But how do you feel about yourself in your mind? How are you able to love? How do you communicate with the people in your world? Are you a bridge or do you wage wars? And so to me, this is the true yoga. Yoga is not about the shapes we make. It is about the shape of our life, the shape of our holistic life, and how we affect people and how people affect us, how we affect the world and the world affects us. So that being said, let's sit up nice and tall and just open the elbows up. And you can bring the hands back just a little bit, so there's a bit of rotation here. Open the chest. Bring the hands to the back of the head, clasp the fingers, open the heart space, let the shoulders relax. Doesn't have to be a big back bend. We're just opening across the hearts. So we're going to work on our core a little bit here today. And it's not because I want you to have great summer abs. Abs are great. I love when I feel strong in my core. But this is because the core connected to all the vital organs in the body. When we have a strong core, we can stand up tall, we can be more confident. And that confidence allows the holistic system to move with less stagnation. There's more freedom there. Bring hands to the knees. Easy seat, feet planted on the ground or on the ground. Take an inhale, pull the chest forward, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale in. I'm get a tickle in my throat. Inhale, open. And exhale, fold. Let's come back to center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right. Right hand down behind you, left hand on the right knee. Twist through the belly. So we're just wringing out any stagnation here, especially for me, it's the morning here in Guatemala. So I'm releasing not only or wringing out the food from yesterday, from my delicious dinner, but any stagnant energy in the belly. Getting things moving. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist to the left. Again, from the belly, not the neck. Ooh, and this side is tender today. I danced a lot yesterday. I dance a lot every day in Guatemala. So my body, I feel like I've run a triathlon each day, generally when I wake up. I'm reminded of how important it is to self-care and slow down in the mornings. Let's come back to center. And just give a little ring out of the shoulders, a little dance here. Kind of pressing into the knees, Sweeping each shoulder across the body. Did I say elbows earlier? Sometimes I say the wrong body parts. And let's go ahead and come directly into some core work. So you're going to plant your feet. Start to lean back, knees are bent. And as you lean back, you're going to bring the arms forward like you're holding a platter and bring the feet off the ground. Knees are bent, nice open chest. Keep the spine straight. So if you're rounding in, really engage the core. Come more upright. Isometric here, so we're just holding. Not going to do any fancy bells and whistles except for the fancy bell and whistle of stillness, strength. Let the body tremble. Maybe you lean back just a little bit deeper and feel that tremble, feel the shake. Coming back up, plant the feet, take a hold of the shins, sit up nice and tall, nice and long through the spine. Relax the shoulders, close the eyes. Lean back, bring the legs up. Stretch the hands out and maybe lean back a little bit further. Let that tremble start from the very beginning. Knees closer together. We're building that core engagement, our internal fire, that place of drive. My body is shaken. Let it happen. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet to the earth. Take a hold of the shins. Sit up nice and tall. Shut the eyes down. Breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Leaning back. Bring the feet up. Hands alongside the body. And maybe go even deeper. Let it shake. So the body does its own twerk, essentially, when we allow it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet plant to take a hold of the shins. Sit up nice and tall. So we're going to come forward, cross the ankles, hands and knees. Let's inhale, drop the belly down, look forward and up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. So after core work, this might feel nice and juicy. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. And exhale, round. Inhale, forward. And exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Send the right leg back behind you. Left arm forward. Keep the right hip rolling underneath the body, nice and straight. Feel the core engage. Plug the left shoulder back. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Stay here. Bend the right knee back behind you. Reach back with the left hand. Open the chest. So now we open across the front line into the right groin. And set everything down. Let's do the other side. Left leg back, right arm forward. Nice and strong through the core, straight line of energy. We pause here in stillness first. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl everything in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Bend the left knee back behind you, reach the right hand back, open the chest into the left groin here. Looking forward. And slowly set it back down. We're going to bring the forearms down. Can bring the palms together, make a little fist, send the legs back behind you, and we come into a forearm plank. Pull the belly in, press down through the forearms, straight line of energy from crown of head back to heels. Isometric, so just staying in stillness, let the body tremble. And slowly come down onto the knees, tuck the toes, sit back onto the heels. So walking back up onto the heels. Toe squat, a favorite. Sitting up upright through the chest, hands on the thighs. Not done just yet, but taking a moment to really wake up the fascia in the feet, giving us a zap of energy. So toe squat is kind of like a coffee shot in the morning, or whatever your shot is that gives you energy. But I'd say it's a healthier shot than most other options. So if you don't want to have that shot that you need to get the energy that you desire, do a toe squat. It's a bit uncomfortable, but the energy that it brings up through the feet into the shins, it brings that fire up to meet us in the core. So we're waking the body up from the head to the toe. Maybe you have multiple heads. So we're going to stay here for 5 more rounds of breath in and out of the nostrils. And slowly come down. And we're going to come into side plank. So stretch legs back behind, right forearm down, right foot down, left hip stacked on top of the right, left arm reaching up. Really pull here at the right hip up. So lift that hip up. Sometimes we dip it down. If you need to modify, you can. So if you need to bring the right knee down and back behind you, you can. I'm going to try to stay upright. We're not going to be here for too long. You can look up towards the left hand if that's available. Come down through center, forearm plank. Pull the belly in, straight line of energy. Switch to the left side. Right hip stacked on top of the left. Keep that left hip pulling up, right arm reaching up. Through the center, forearm plank. Let the body tremble. So even when teaching this, I'm like, oh, how much longer? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Come to sitting back on the heels, toes untucked. Let's just take a moment. And come onto the knees. So coming towards the end of the practice here, you're going to go back only as far as your edge allows. So the way that this is going to look is we're going to take an inhale and exhale. Bring the arms forward, lean back. Inhale forward, hands drop. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Can bring the arms out wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Getting a quad stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. And exhale. Come back onto the heels. Bring the right hand down to the right side. Left arm stretching up and over. Lean the hips over to the left a little bit. Head looking up towards the left. Back through center. Left fingertips down. Right arm stretching up and over. Back through center. Bring the hips over towards the left. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Let's take a forward fold. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, slowly come forward. If you need to bring a block or a couch cushion underneath the seat, you can. You can pause me, take that time and space. Keep the spine long though. If you begin to round in, come out of the posture a bit. Just keep the palms on the ground and stay there. But maybe with time, gravity allows you to go to a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. Let's go ahead and come back up. Bring the hands back behind you, fingers tracking forward. Plant the feet, bend the knees, bring the hips up. Let the head drop back. Really press the hips up through the top of the thighs, opening through the shoulders. And slowly, slowly coming down. You're gonna bring the feet out in front of you. Stretch the arms forward. Take an inhale. And exhale as slow as you can, roll down. And even slower than you think is slow. Take your time. Should not be on the ground yet. Slower. And as you get to the very bottom, stay. Lift the feet a bit. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Let's take the knees wide, bottoms of the feet, happy baby. Can rock from side to side. Set the feet down, close together, and let the knees open wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, stay here. You can take opposite elbows overhead or keep the hands alongside the body, and this will be our final posture. I invite you to stay here for as long as you need as my voice trails off. And let the heart stay open. Let the earth support you here as it holds you. And as you practice, remember, what's the intention behind doing it? Yoga is so different in the way that it delivers us growth, depending on why we're doing it. If I'm doing it because I want to look good, because I don't like myself. I don't think that I'm skinny enough or more beautiful. I'm not loving my body. I'm at war with it. What we get from it is going to be a lot different than somebody that does it because they love their body. They want to nourish it. They want to care for it. So I encourage you to get your intentions right, to love yourself, to do this as a gift for yourself and not as a workout, not as you're not acting correctly, so you need to do this class, but as a prayer. Stay here for as long as you need. Namaste.